And I said, no, Sam, I don't want to.
Comic dreams under starlight's beam. Heroes rise in this night they gleam. Pages turning as fate intertwines. Saturday night, it rewinds. Spin tales go by in the city's electric light. It's dark, heroes fight. Every moment feels so right. Welcome to that weekend thrill, where stories flash and dreams at will. In this world we take a fight. Saturday night special guide and the night wonders, heroes unite. Comics and anime and brain new light. Journey through panels and vibrant screens. This colorful tapestry.
Welcome. It's Saturday night, which means it's time for Saturday Night Special, the sixth best show on Renovision. With comments such as, for the love of God, let your friend stay where he's at. SNS, and that channel is a rest area toilet bowl, and you don't need any more stinking up the best comic YouTube show going. And this is an absolute terrible watch. Such douche chills. How about we check in with Jedi Johnson and see if he thinks the boys are ready to start the show?
No, I still think we're more prepared than SNS, even with the rush we did on the show.
Well, shit, I hope you boys are ready to bring the mayhem, because an all-new episode of Saturday Night Special starts in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to a new episode of Saturday Night Special. We're going to do things differently this week. Saturday Night Sticks, where you're going for 2 hours of staring at blank slides.
That's not that different. We've done that before.
Ah, damn it.
That's a rerun. That's every Saturday Night Sticks.
Yeah. Be a Sticks clip show.
Sticks looking at dead slides for 20 minutes.
Here's Sticks slides. Put in the slideshow. You can't tell it, but I am switching slides. Look at this. Sticks is putting together a fantastic presentation for us this week. Hey, look, there's Fidel.
You're welcome.
Fidel.
Sticks may be old, but he's not naturally stupid. That's probably true, Ed. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. Sticks, Sam, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. I got my roster.
Well.
Got my roster for this season of youth flag football, and we're looking to take home the championship.
I say that every year.
Well, we got 2 out of 3 seasons last year. So we want all 3. We want all 3 this year. Taking it to the competition.
Okay.
We're going to stop the competition.
Very nice. Very nice. Sticks, what about you, bud?
I had a glorious day of cleaning my basement. All done. I'm all done. It only took me 2 days. I'll have to do a little cleanup tomorrow. But it's done. Had to tear some walls down, clear some space.
Building a new room.
I'm going to try and finish off half of my basement.
You're having another kid, Sticks? The Twilight years?
No.
Marco demands that you build a goon cave for him.
Oh.
Yeah, I got
you need to build Marco's goon cave for when he comes to visit, huh?
There you go. I'm going to make an exact replica of what he's got now.
It's that time delay. They don't have proper internet on whatever planet you live on, huh, Sticks?
Nope. We're up here in the North Country.
Yep. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh at our own jokes, but Sticks' timing is par excellence.
All right. Sam, what do you got for us this week as our topic starter?
Well, this has been all over the internet, but there's a new AI actress, I guess, computer generated actress named Tilly Norwood. And Hollywood is all ablaze saying this is a violation of the collective bargaining agreement for the Screen Actors Guild. No, 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 no. And Tyson sent me a link to an Instagram post about it. What's up, Tyson? And I was looking through the comments, and this really gets to the heart of the matter. How would she even sleep with her producer? They giving him an electric fleshlight with her voice. The gawk gawk noise gonna have the robotic filter to it. How is she even supposed to compete with the physical actresses? That's the real question. How can she sleep her way to the top if she's AI generated?
She can't. She won't. Solo Wookie says that's AI. It's AI Tilly, and I go way back.
Tilly
I guess they're
Norwood.
just getting.
Who cares?
It's so silly.
I guess.
So silly.
I guess they're just gonna have to. I guess they're just gonna have to download her robotic consciousness into some kind of robot.
Sex doll into like
life
a sex
form.
robot.
Yeah.
It's so
Then
dumb.
the robots will take over.
It's such a silly thing to get excited about. She's basically a cartoon, right?
Basically.
Crawler, still more real than half of Hollyweird.
Hmm.
That's another thing. Trump has been on this thing where he wants to put 100% tariff on foreign-made films. And I'm like, dude, here's the thing. The films made here are not that good. So if I want to go see Demon Slayer, you're going to make me pay twice as much. That's what you're trying to tell me. I got to pay $30 to go see Slayer.
The article I read isn't just movie. What he's talking about is movies, American movies being shot in other countries. So like they're saying like Spider-Man Brand New Day is being shot in Europe right now. And he's talking about stuff like that, like movies being shot in America, in Hollywood, not overseas.
Well, it's the same thing.
As well as movies being made by other countries. But yes, it is stupid regardless.
Yeah.
If the movies made here were good, you wouldn't need to tariff anybody.
Well,
You wouldn't need to force the market. You wouldn't need to force the market to accept.
it's a sad state of Hollywood that a movie like The Smashing Machine starring Dwayne The Rock Johnson is going to get beat out by Taylor Swift. Like every movie in theaters this weekend is going to get absolutely crushed by the fucking Taylor Swift album release movie.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe AI Tilly will save Hollywood. I don't know. I get it. It's people's livelihoods. That's why they don't want AI movies. But I have a feeling that's the way Hollywood's going because it's quicker and way less expensive to make an AI movie than anything else. God damn, that's Jason Bourne. But I don't know. I just feel like everything's more expensive now, dude. Everything.
Yeah. The crazy thing about AI is that it's starting with the funnest jobs. It's replacing the funnest jobs. Art, film, all of these things that are really fun and also really well paid. It's like it's going to level those jobs. It's not going to get replaced by AI. Blue collar jobs. Those are not going to get replaced. Tilly Norwood's not going to be building you a house.
Dungeon Crawler, I get where you're coming from, but that's like the 1% of Hollywood. Like I have a friend that I went to high school with who's a working actor in Hollywood, and he's by no means rich because he's not a movie star per se. Like you do stand-in work and background work and things like that where they are not getting millions. They're fighting for their own health care and they're barely making it, where everyone looks at Hollywood as like, oh, well, you're an actor, you're probably getting millions. Quit whining. That's not the case for like 90% of Hollywood. But I get where you're coming from because I say it all the time too. Quit whining. You got millions. Now, like if George Clooney were to come out and be like, oh, well, I can't work, I can't live, I'd say shut the fuck up. But
yeah, go away, George Clooney.
But we're moving towards the Jetsons, man. Pretty soon we're all gonna have sidewalks that are actually just conveyor belts and rosies, and I'm not talking about your palm. I don't know. This is a hard starter, Sam.
Why is it hard? Why isn't it hard? That's what she said.
Hey-o. Well, lots of being old, low testosterone. I think there's a lot of reasons for that. I don't know, because it's just like, I don't know how I feel about it. Part of me doesn't care, but part of me is like, AI, you can clearly tell something's AI right now, and AI is not perfect. So why are we worried about AI in Hollywood? But who knows? By this time next week, it could be perfect.
Yeah, Sora 2 is making like big leaps forward. But it's going to gobble up a lot of our energy. It's pushing us towards the Matrix faster and faster.
The thing for me about this, I guess, is like, you got to feel for the actresses that they used to create this AI actress, because they had to have taken, what AI takes bits and pieces from here and there from the internet. So like you're taking bits and pieces from different actresses to make this one actress. So, but it is kind of funny that the first comment somebody says is how she's going to sleep her way to the top.
Yeah, this is obviously cobbled together from other people's faces. It's not like an original person. But yeah, I mean, all of this AI stuff is like,
Sticks bounced once you mentioned low testosterone. Poor Sticks.
Sticks. Well, come back, Sticks. But yeah, this AI stuff, it's like, hey, the people who are most affected are like the most coddled people in our society. It's Screen Actors Guild, movie directors, screenwriters, all these people who have been basically producing Hollywood slop for the last 20 years. And now they're like, oh man, someone else can produce our slop. That's how formulaic we've become, that any computer program can produce the same quality movies that we can produce. It's like, hey man, you guys did it yourselves.
Well, this is like, there's an actress that's complaining about, there's a new show on Hulu with Glenn Powell called Chad Powers, based on a skit that Eli Manning did.
Yeah, I know.
Missed Doubtfires and goes to be a quarterback. And she's complaining, in college. And she's bitching that her cameo or her role was cut and given to Haktua. And so
yeah, I saw that.
It's like,
it's like insane.
All right, you could bitch about your role being given to Haktua, but what about if you just lost your role to AI altogether? Like you didn't even have a chance to be cast for it. So
did I send you that clip?
No, I don't think so.
Oh man, I sent it to a few people. I thought I sent it to you.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, that was an exquisite clip. She flipped out because she's like, here's my line. We're talking about Chernobyl. And then he says Chernobyl, and she's like, it's Octua. They replaced me with Octua. She goes nuts. It's so funny. Solo Wookie says, so who's harder to work with on site, AI or Megan Fox? Well, that's the thing with AI is you've got to have Megan Fox in a green, like what do they call them? The morph suit. She's got to be in a green screen morph suit so that you can
Covering
super
tennis balls.
Tilly Norwood over her.
Yeah, that's the shitty part too. Is like you got to pay. You're still paying somebody, maybe not as much, but you're still paying somebody to show up in a green screen suit, looking like the Blue Man Group over here, just to be able to put Tilly Norwood in the movie, or you're just gonna AI her into the scene. Maybe you don't even need a green screen. I don't know. I don't know that much about how you would AI in Hollywood.
I think nobody does. I think people are still trying to figure it out. I think there's a lot of power in the AI generation, but I tried using AI to clean up one of my highlights from dodgeball this week, and it didn't work. It didn't work at all. So I had to just work around it, and it ended up being pretty funny the way it ended up. But
I can't even get AI to remove text from an image. It just takes it from English and turns it to Russian after trying to do it about 5 different times. It just doesn't work. I mean, I'm sure Hartman is way better at AI than all of us.
Hartman is slowly uploading his consciousness to AI.
He's the new Lucy.
You remember that scene from, is it Superman 2, where the lady gets sucked into the computer and then she gets turned into a robot?
Yes.
That's Hartman.
That scared me as a kid.
Oh, it was terrifying. It's one of those scariest scenes ever.
It is.
I was scared of Oompa Loompas as a child. Oompa Loompas were terrifying.
You could just pick them up and kick them into the chocolate river.
No way. Imagine if AI was powerful enough to where people could make their own movies.
That's what's coming. You can tailor make your own story and watch a movie that's tailor made for you. You can structure it with the themes, with the the setting, all that stuff. That is coming. That's gonna be the future. You get your own movie. But that's the thing, is like there's gonna be so much content, but it's all pretty formulaic. Like it's just basically going to be a video game at that point. It's just a video game you don't play. It's all cutscene. You just watch.
Well, and if you look at it, like if you ask ChatGPT to write you a script, it doesn't format. It doesn't have like proper script formatting either. Or like it'll tell you a story, but it leaves out like your reason for these events happening. There's no like cause that I found. Like a couple times I've messed around with doing it on ChatGPT. Now maybe I'm just not using the right prompts. I don't know, but a couple times I've sat down to do a video and it's like, oh, I'm just gonna have ChatGPT write a script for me, and it's like, never mind.
Yeah, ChatGPT, it's okay. I wouldn't say it's great or as good as somebody who's been doing it with experience and has expertise. But it's okay. It's like a good entry level, but it's not creative. It's just formulaic. It's like,
what if I could read the ideas from your mind with no prompts? Then you'd probably have a talent that you could make millions of dollars off of their dungeon crawler.
If you could read ideas from my mind with no prompts, then you would just basically be creative. That's creativity. So when you give something to people that they didn't know they wanted, but they really instantly enjoy it, like it connects with them instantly. Things like shows like Stranger Things that kind of came out of nowhere and really connected with audiences. Like that's the kind of stuff that really takes human ingenuity.
I think you would have a slow descent into madness with how perverted and disgusting the most random person is. That's what I would think.
Oh, if you could read their thoughts.
Yeah, not
Well,
me.
yeah,
AI neural link.
That's the
that's how gooners are born.
Well, that's the Craigslist telepathy. Right.
That is 100% right.
What was it? What did he say? I hear you loud and clear, you sons of bitches.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It's a interesting world when it comes to AI.
Well, we'll see. We'll see where it goes. I mean, I feel like the more and more AI happens, the more and more it's like it's not going to replace human ingenuity or human ambition. It's just going to enhance it.
Is AI proof that we're actually living in a simulation, though?
It's so dumb. Dumb question.
Why is that a dumb question?
What does it mean to live in a simulation?
The Sims? Have you not played The Sims?
I have played The Sims.
It means at a
But-
moment's notice, just 4 walls with no doors or windows could appear around you and your family, and a random fire starts, and it's survival of the fittest. That's
So
what it means.
that's quantum physics, right? The quantum physics says that there's a minute possibility that the thing that you're interacting with instantly disappears. But it's such a minute possibility that it's essentially zero for all intents and purposes. But does that mean that it's a simulation? It's
How
just
do you know how Sims talk? Maybe Sims speak to us is perfect English to them.
this is also kind of the themes that they explore in the Tron movies is, what's real? What do you consider real life or simulated life? Those are some pretty complex themes, but saying we live in a simulation, it's like, okay, but what does that mean exactly? Because it's reality to us. It's not a simulated reality to us. And also, if it is a simulation, then what's on the other side of it? Are you saying that
A
there's
fat, naked man sitting in front of his computer screen with a bottle of Jergens just ready to go? That's what's on the other side of that.
well, I would
Marco and his goon cave is what's on the other side of that.
okay. Well, that's good. It's a little bit
A
different
shirtless,
spirituality than what I
oiled up Marco just ready to goon to all of us. That's what's on the other side of our
That sounds like
this
Dante's Inferno. That's pretty much what
reality.
what the devil has planned for us in Dante's Inferno.
You died. I'm judging your life. You were a piece of shit narcissist. You're going to Marco's Goon Cave. You don't even go to hell. You just go
Pump,
right to
pump.
Marco's Goon Cave. Yeah.
He pumps the lotion. Pump, pump. That's some crazy ASMR right there. Spit on that thing.
All right. Should we get into talking a little bit about news and comic books? It's been about 20 minutes.
Yeah,
We're going to piss somebody off. We're going to get one comment. Why aren't you just talking about comics? Gooning is always on the menu with Marco. Probably true. All right. Let's get into the news. Big news. The internet's been a buzz about this the last couple of, 24 hours. Disney Plus is developing a Riverdale zombie show, Afterlife with Archie, based on the Archie comics comic book. Do not get it twisted. There has been no green light yet. I've seen people talking about how it's being greenlit and it's coming, but no, it's just an active development. We've seen Disney put development for everything and not follow through with it. Lots of Marvel projects are that way, but after creating a whole TV universe for DC Comics characters for the CW and Arrowverse and giving new life to the Archie Comics characters on TV with Riverdale, the creators of Archie are bringing Afterlife with Archie to Disney Plus, according to Deadline. It is in development with Afterlife with Archie, an hour-long drama series based on the best-selling Archie comic books by Roberto Aguirre Sincasa and Francisco Francavilla. The series takes place in a version of Riverdale where Archie, Jughead, and the gang must deal with a zombie apocalypse. These same producers created Netflix's hit version of The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. This is the first comic book-based property Disney Plus is developing, not based on a comic they own, like their Marvel series. Warner Brothers Television is developing this for Disney Plus, which is interesting that Warner Brothers Television is doing this for them instead of HBO Max, but I think that's probably because they're in the process of trying to sell off a lot of that company. So, yeah. Sabrina Spellman also appears in Afterlife with Archie comics, so it's possible we get a new version of the iconic teenage witch as well. So there you go. I've seen a lot of top 10 lists going absolutely crazy with this book since it kind of got announced that it's in active development. But again, active development doesn't mean that we're actually going to ever see it. Active development would be like, look at Witches, the Scott Snyder comic book series that was purchased and put in development, I want to say by like Brad Pitt or something like that. We've never seen that. So just because it's in active development doesn't mean it's actually going to come out. So, maybe pinch your pennies a little bit more and don't go trying to mortgage your kid's future on some Afterlife with Archie comics.
Or do. It's your life.
Sticks, how many Afterlife with Archie comics have you bought in the last day? 0. Fucking behind the sticks there, Sticks.
Tri-beam.
Yep. I might have like a trade paperback in a box somewhere. That's about it.
I think the only Archie comic book I own is The Death of Archie. That's it.
Death of Archie.
Yeah. The issue where he died. I mean, I'll watch this. I liked the CW show for the first like 3 seasons, but I'll definitely check it out.
Is that the one where Archie sleeps with all the teachers?
Yeah, he sleeps with his teacher in the first season and then can't decide between the 2 hot chicks, Brady and Veronica, which is what Archie always has going on for him. But he would be the perfect adult Archie. Yes, Andrew Santino would be the perfect adult Archie if it was more adult themed. But I'm afraid they're probably going to go more teenager based into Disney Plus. But there you go. Godzilla stomps onto Pabst Blue Ribbon beer cans. This year marks the 70th birthday, a busy one for the King of Monsters. He started the year basking in the success of both Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire, and Godzilla -1, which was a far better movie than Godzilla X Kong. He fought the heroes of the Marvel Universe and even got a burger named after him. So as his eventful milestone birthday year winds down, he deserves an ice-cold beer to soothe his atomic fire. And that's where the fine folks at Pabst Blue Ribbon come in. It's Pat. I'm white trash and I'm in trouble. This fall, PBR and Toho International will trade the iconic Pabst Blue Ribbon can design for the original new Godzilla-themed beer cans. For hold on, I just lost my place.
For the new Godzilla beer can.
Yeah.
For the new Godzilla beer can designs, PBR joined forces with the artist.
Joined forces with the official Godzilla artist Attack Peter to create 4 original images. Each of them use their own signature hard-covered lithonium block print technique. Fuck that word up. Attack Peter Godzilla related images will take over 60 million Pabst Blue Ribbon beer cans and boxes that arrive in stores starting this fall. It's not just Godzilla on the beer cans either. Joining him are his fellow iconic kaiju Mothra, King Ghidorah, and even Mecha Godzilla. A limited number of Godzilla Pabst Blue Ribbon cans will have a special blue atomic breath effect, which turns the can blue when it reaches its perfect frosty cold temperature. The new PBR X Godzilla beer cans will arrive in stores this October, just in time for Halloween parties. I think it's already in stores. I've seen some people have them in hand already. But there you go.
Probably distributors.
Sticks, are you going to run out and buy some Pabst Blue Ribbon to get your hands on some Godzilla cans?
These are kind of cool. I don't partake, but I would buy them for the cans. Yeah, I think I would. And boxes, I'd love to see what the boxes look like.
I think Ed's calling you out, Sam. Godzilla first made an appearance in Archie Comics. It wasn't named Godzilla, though. I'm correct. Sam will tell me if I'm wrong.
So what are you saying? That there's some character not named Godzilla that is Godzilla in Archie Comics?
It's true.
Cosmic One says these PBR cans have been seen in stores in South Bend.
Yeah.
Dungeon Crawler, I'm with you. PBR me ASAP.
That's right.
PBR, the LB for LB, best beer in the market. I love me some PBR. That's just me though, being a Midwest boy. PBR. Love me ice cold PBR. I love me an ice cold Labatt Blue. Stick probably knows about that, don't you, Sticks? Some ice cold Labatts. Being since you're like right in Canada.
Yeah, Labatt's is the official beer of Sticks Nation. Yeah.
Ed, I can't do a quick search. I'm doing a show right now.
You can do a quick search.
I'm not doing quick searches.
You're a man of culture, Ed. When I drank, it was always Heineken. You know, when I was younger, Heineken was also my beer of choice too. Something about the skunky taste, but usually like beer pong or drinking games, it was Milwaukee's Best, it was the Beast, or PBR. But I do enjoy an icy cold PBR. I still say nothing better on a hot Arizona day than an ice cold PBR while you're grilling hot dogs on the grill. Mickey's was your go-to. My dad is a Mickey's guy. Mickey's malt liquor, get him in the 40s. Play Edward 40 hands with Mickey's.
Never heard of it.
You've never heard of Mickey's malt liquor?
No.
Jesus. Bud Ice when I was a teen. Oh, God. Yikes.
Bud Ice, yeah.
No, thank you. Big mouths. Yep. I bet you Dom's gonna buy a couple of cases of Pabst Blue Ribbon just to have these cans. Mickey's has the B. That's right. Mickey's big mouths. Look at that, we're turning into a liquor show.
Everyone's a big fan.
You're not much of a drinker, are you, Sam?
I've never tasted a drop of alcohol in my life.
Really? Oh, that's right. Religious reasons, right?
Yeah, primarily.
I forgot about that. The Hornet. I was a Molson Ice drinker back in the day. Little Kings were popular when I was in high school. What the fuck? We would just buy a case of 7 ounces of Kings. All right. Cool. Moving on here. Marvel and DC planning a Superman/Spider-Man comic book crossover with Jim Lee on art. DC Comics has sent out a press release confirming that DC and Marvel publishing crossover will continue in 2026 when DC publishes 2 facsimile editions in January and February, a Treasury edition of the 50th anniversary for Superman versus the Amazing Spider-Man #1, and DC and Marvel presents Superman and Spider-Man Treasury edition #1 in March. In April, the 2 companies will publish 2 new crossover comic books, Superman Spider-Man 1 DC and Spider-Man Superman 1 Marvel. It said that further details on creative teams, storylines, and variant covers for both comics will be revealed by DC and Marvel Comics in the coming months. November will see the release of Batman Deadpool #1, a metaphysical car crash between 2 storytelling philosophies. One character broods in the shadows of trauma and justice, and the other cartwheels through chaos and breaking the fourth wall and occasionally the law of physics. Together, they're forced to confront a threat that doesn't just endanger their world, it questions their very existence as fictional constructs. With a main story by Grant Morrison and Dan Mora, Batman Deadpool #1 launches a reality-bending saga that's equal parts cosmic horror, slapstick noir, and metaphysical. Oh my god! Whatever therapy session. It's like Kings of Comics books that know it's a comic book, reveals in being a comic book, weaponized its comic bookness, and dares you to keep reading anyways. Backup tales will include Constantine, Doctor Strange, Nightwing, Wolverine, Lara Kenny, Harley Quinn, Hulk, and Static and Miss Marvel. Blah. That's bullshit. I call AI. What's up, BK? Probably Mark Wade. So there you go. If you need more Superman, Spider-Man action, there's another set too. You can find the covers for Batman Deadpool online right now, and I'm not a big fan of many of them. But there you go if you need your Superman, Spider-Man fix. The first Avengers Doomsday trailer, rumored to be heading our way much sooner than expected. Avengers Doomsday was originally scheduled to be released in theaters next May, the same month every other movie starring Earth's mightiest heroes has found such huge success. To give the Russo brothers more time to deliver 2 of the final chapters of Marvel Studios' multiverse saga, the movie is now heading our way next December. Avengers Secret Wars will follow in December 2027, and what's shaping up to be a relatively quiet Phase 6, only Spider-Man Brand New Day is sandwiched between them. Despite the significant delays, it sounds like we will get a first look at Avengers Doomsday much sooner than expected, according to scooper Daniel Reitman. A first look will be attached to Avatar Fire and Ash when it arrives in theaters on December 19th. I think this is a ploy. I think DC, or not DC, I think that Disney is worried that with the way box offices are going, that Avatar Fire and Ash is going to be a bust. And so to garner more interest, they're going to try and put that trailer before that movie. And I'm going to be interested to see, because I bet you it won't release online. Usually we get trailers online when a movie comes, like before the movie comes out, that it's the trailer's in front of. I bet you we don't see that. I bet you we don't get this trailer. They probably won't show this trailer online unless somebody leaks it, to try and garner people to go watch Avatar Fire and Ash. And I'll be interested to see how many stories are like, oh, people walked out of the movie after the Avengers Doomsday trailer. Bought my ticket just to go see that trailer and leave.
Yeah.
But
I have a hard time thinking that Avatar Fire and Ash will do as well as Way of Water. I'm surprised Way of Water did as well as it did. It's like, what's the message of these movies anymore? But the first one was like Dances with Wolves, Fern Gully, the whole going native thing. Second one was like, it's tough to be an immigrant. It's basically what it was. It's like coming to America without the humor.
Dancing with Smurfs and Fern Gully is shitty anyway. I don't disagree with you.
Yeah, I don't know where they're going with it.
To the movies. You know, some Monster Toys and some Dave Stevens, nothing too big. You guys are having your own conversation.
They're having a conversation.
Yeah. I appreciate it. Like, that's cool.
Our chat to discuss things. It's fine.
And breaking this today, as I was putting the show together, Absolute Batman leaks its first image at Harley Quinn revealed, and it's going to be controversial, I'm sure. DC Comics Absolute Universe has put an exciting new spin on the DC Universe, but with that comes some huge, potentially controversial changes. Writer Scott Snyder appeared at Dragon Con last month and told fans, if Bruce is Joker now, and he is chaos, and he is disruption, then Joker is the system and order. We kind of get a little bit of that. If you read DC's Absolute Evil, you kind of get a little bit of that out of the Joker in that book. that means Joker would have a bat cave. He would have a mansion. He would have handsome and beautiful and be a socialite. Maybe he has Robins. Dick Grayson was briefly appeared in the series in Absolute Batman #9 as an EMT who is clearly no fan of the Caped Crusaders' violent a war on crime. There's already speculation that he could somehow become the Joker's Robin, but not to worry because Batman will have a new ally by his side, Harley Quinn. Absolute Batman 12 revealed that the Dark Knight is in contact with the Red Hood gang and working hand in hand with the group. Thanks to Bleeding Cool, shout out Bleeding Cool, we now have a first look at the Absolute Harley Quinn from next week's issue 13. She's the lead for the Red Hood gang and has ditched the colorful costume, hair, and makeup for a look that's sure to divide opinions. What do you think of this version of Harley Quinn?
Dungeon Crawler says Hardly Quinn.
Yeah.
It's fine. I mean, it's definitely not the pinup type Harley Quinn we've come to know. But I don't hate the design.
This design makes me feel like, the lead singer of this is like Avril Lavigne. If Avril Lavigne shaved her head and decided to be cosplay as Harley Quinn, it's kind of the vibe I get off of this, and just decided to get a bunch of weird tattoos of her body.
It's really stylish, with the suit under the oversized hoodie, the tattoos that match the Argyle socks. So it's got kind of that Peaky Blinders
A little bit, yeah,
aspect to it, but
with some ridiculous nunchucks.
Yeah,
when Britney went crazy.
Yeah, I mean that kind of crazy on Britney wasn't that cool, but this is pretty cool.
It's definitely a different vibe. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's like a Peaky Blinders type vibe to me.
It's weird to me that the Red Hood gang is just a bunch of kids in oversized red hoodies.
I mean, that it does make sense.
Yes, Tyson Shade O'Connor. Isn't that Negasonic Teenage Warhead in Deadpool? Kind of looks like her, yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
Crawler nailed it.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely different, but I don't hate it.
I like that theory too. There, Hartman. Don't get me started on Avril Lavigne because she died and they cloned her. That is a good theory. But that's it. So I guess be on the lookout for Absolute Batman next week, number 13, and make sure to pick up your first appearance of the Absolute Harley Quinn, because I'm sure people are going to go and have some feelings on it. All right, that's it for news. Now we're going to hand it over to Sam for even bigger news, but this time in anime. Get your lube ready there, Ed.
All right, first up, we've got some big trailers being dropped. The first one is for, advance the slide for me. First one is for One Punch Man Season 3. If you'll click on the picture, we'll get a look at the Season 3 trailer that finally has some actual animations, not just a slideshow. It's very minimal movement, but at least it's some movement.
Hey, look, that coat's doing a lot of movement.
So we found out that the director of One Punch Man Season 3 is a hentai director. So
you don't say by that shot with the old man's butt just on a table, huh? Getting needled down.
Getting some much needed massage work.
This guy back here is like, oh, that the growth on your butt does not look good.
Yeah. I don't know. To me, this just doesn't look very good.
What the fuck was that? Why do they have Gorlock in there?
Oh, that's the pig god. He's one of the S-class heroes. He eats the monsters. That's what he does. These are the S-class heroes, the top 8.
They still have Pooty Princess in there, huh?
Pooty Prisoner, Zombie Man,
that's what it is.
or Zombie Detective, Flashy Flash, Pig God, Atomic Samurai, Hellish Tornado, what's the kid genius?
And Bobby Lashley.
And then his name is they call him Blackluster.
Matt Johnson.
And then Kid Emperor is the other one. Kid Emperor is the guy with the lollipop. And then this is the Monster Association. I don't know. This just looks like they've taken a lot of shortcuts. Doesn't look very good to me.
Your dog doesn't even like it, Sam.
Yeah, she's not very happy. This is like the most movement they've shown on any of the trailers so far.
Saitama playing a video game.
Yeah. So you got Fubuki. This is Rover. That's these are some of the monsters. That's Fuhrer Ugly, Black Sperm.
Black Sperm?
Yeah, that's one of the guys' names. So yeah, the Garo's the big bad for the season. But yeah, I mean, it just looks
look,
not very good to me.
Look. There's another butt by Saitama. Why is everyone just laying around?
That's still the same guy.
Why?
That's the same guy.
He's getting acupuncture, and everyone's just like hanging out in there, like, hey, you know.
Well, so it's Saitama's apartment. They hang out with Saitama because they know that Saitama will protect them from anything. And so just all these people are hanging out, and Fubuki is like still trying to figure out why everyone hangs out with him because she doesn't realize how strong he is yet. Then Garo, like it just, I don't know. Season 1 was so spectacular,
so good,
and this just isn't that good. Isn't that anime? Is that anime? Isn't that American? What are you talking about? Afro Samurai? No, you guys.
Afro Samurai is American, yeah. Well. Yeah, nothing's gonna beat the first season of One Punch Man.
Like, what happened to that studio?
Right.
Why are we doing JC Staff's JV squad? We can't even get the varsity.
You can't even get a real director. All you can get is a hentai director.
They had to hire the JV hentai director to come in and direct it. It's just it's such a bummer. All right, let's go to the next slide.
It's like, we're going to give you Mortal Kombat directed by... what's a famous porn director? I should have thought about that before I teed up that joke.
Bail.
Yeah. Be like, Mortal Kombat directed by Ron Jeremy.
Yeah, you're gonna see a huge difference. So now we're gonna look at the Reze arc. This is the Chainsaw Man trailer. Before we hit the trailer, there are going to be 3D screenings of this movie in the U.S. It opens later this month on the 24th. This movie is going to be spectacular. And pun definitely intended. It's going to be the bomb. All right.
Have you seen the video of the guy who created a real Chainsaw Man suit?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, someone in Japan got caught gooning during this movie. Did we talk about that? Someone got arrested for doing a Pee Wee Herman during this movie.
During the Chainsaw Man one?
Yeah.
No, but hey, so that video I sent you of the dude pissing in the Demon Slayer?
Yeah.
That was at the movie theater like 5 minutes from my house.
Yeah, that was in
Surprise. Yeah. I didn't know that until just recently.
Surprise.
When I sent it to I didn't know that when I sent it to you. But
Oh yeah, I did.
talking
Go ahead
about
and click on the picture.
the dude gooning at the concert, and then
All right, so the last trailer was just basically a slideshow with a little bit of movement, and then contrast that to
people have been doing that
this.
in movie theaters a lot lately.
Even the clouds are moving. So for those of you unfamiliar, Reze in Chainsaw Man, Denji, the main character, is fighting for the government because he wants to woo the girl with the red hair named Makima. She's in charge of this demon hunter squad. That's her right there, Makima. But another girl pops up, and her name is Reze, and that's this dark-haired girl. And she basically seduces Denji. And so he's kind of caught in this love triangle during the show or during this story arc. And then a lot of crazy things happen. Yeah, this is the part where the guy started touching himself.
Because they're okay. Because she's in her underwear.
Well, she's skinny dipping. There's a scene where she's skinny dipping.
I must have missed that. The animation looks incredible, though.
Yeah. One of the guys is like a shark demon. And he's like flying. It's like Sharknado. Part of it's like Sharknado. Chainsaw Man's riding a shark in a tornado.
That's sick.
But it looks so good especially compared to the One Punch Man season 3 trailer, which looks so bad. It does. But yeah, that's just a couple weeks away, or so 2-3 weeks away. We'll finally get to see Chainsaw Man. I'm definitely going to see it in 3D. It looks so good.
You're just gonna have a theater full of people just seizing out.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they keep it in their pants. I'll have to get up and punch somebody.
You really want the goonin? They should put it in 4D so you could just really smell the stank.
All right, next up. So we had more of the live action tease.
That water splash, the explosions. I'm touching it now just from the trailer. Oh, the shark ride. I peaked. He transforms, Dungeon Crawler.
He transforms, yeah. He
has a little pull string that comes out of his chest, and he pulls it, and he transforms.
And turns his face and his arms into chainsaws. So this is one of the really important parts. So it's called Into the Grand Line, which is season 2. And this is the entrance to the Grand Line. It's called Reverse Mountain. It's a river that runs up a mountain. And it looks really good to me. I mean, I hope that this is a really cool scene. They said that when they filmed it, they would tilt the boat that they were on, the boat set they were on. They could tilt it as far as 26 degrees, and then insurance wouldn't let them tilt it any further. So it only got to 26 degrees, but
for insurance reasons.
Yeah, for insurance reasons. Yeah, pretty sad, but that's true. So the only bummer is it's coming in January. This is coming in January, so it's still another season away. But we're only 3 months away from that, so I'm really excited. They did also greenlight a season 3, which will take us into the first big story arc, which is Alabasta, and so they've at least got those 3 seasons, and then we also got word that Dandadan, I think I mentioned this last week, Dandadan is greenlit for season 3 as well.
Yeah, Dom's been whining about it. I didn't even know he liked anime. He said, I've been watching that weird show on Netflix Sam been talking about with the weird dude getting raped by a ghost or whatever. I don't even get a season 3, and I gotta wait till 2027 for a season 3. What the hell is this? He got real upset about it.
Oh, did he get worked up?
Yeah, Sticks can attest. He got real upset about it.
Yeah, he was pumping for it.
The problem that they have is that there's a lot of demand for new anime series and not a lot of studios or a labor force to produce them. So you get the first 2 seasons kind of back to back, and then the third season has been stretched out. Same thing is happening with like My Hero Academia. The manga ended years ago, and they're just finally getting to the final season, which starts this week. Same thing happened with Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan is 4 seasons, took 13 years to produce.
And us Dragon Ball fans are still sitting here on our hands, can't even get new anime.
Right. Season 3 of Solo Leveling is going to hit in 2027. Season 3 of Dan Da Dan probably 2027 too. So it's just the way it is. People want high quality animation, and they're just going to have to wait. But yeah, you're right. Attack on Titan was really good.
You want new Dragon Ball anime? Dragon Ball Super? Well, here's Daima.
Here's Dragon Ball Daima. Well, Dragon Ball Daima there's a lot of news coming out because they just released the DVD with the director commentary of Dragon Ball Daima. And apparently, Akira Toriyama had his hand on every scene of Daima. He was all the way through it. Like that's his DNA all over Dragon Ball Daima. Did it leave a lot of confusion, a lot of retcons? Yeah, it sure did. But they are talking about bringing us more Dragon Ball anime and maybe using Daima as the springboard for that. I think the problem that people are having is that Toyotaro was taking it in a direction that they didn't think Akira Toriyama wanted it to go. And so they're trying to change directions. Toyotaro, the artist for Dragon Ball Super, is now working on a new series. So we probably will not get any more new Dragon Ball Super for a long time, if at all. So we may never see
the manga?
Yeah, the manga and the anime. They're probably a long ways off, if at all.
I mean, they could get a couple of years out of the stuff we've already got, like doing Moro,
Granola. I would love to see the Black Frieza. I wish that we could have gotten that far. He said that he designed Frieza's transformations after the American Express cards. The gold Amex is a really good card, but the black Amex is the best card. So that's why he went from white to gold to black. And then we got one more One Piece story. This is the author, Eiichiro Oda, was suddenly in such poor health that he couldn't finish the chapter this week.
Because he's eating Burger King.
And that's what I think happened. So it says the official X Twitter account for the One Piece franchise announced on Friday that Eiichiro Oda's One Piece manga is taking a one-issue break and will not appear in this week's 45th issue of Weekly Shonen Jump due to Oda's poor health. The post stated Oda was currently recuperating. But like a week ago, Oda's comment in the magazine was Sakana-kun's F burger, which means fast food burger, taste test videos is so comforting that I've been eating fast food burgers every day. In other words, he's watching a mukbang and he's getting excited. And so he decided to eat a bunch of fast food burgers and now he's sick. So it's like, dude, you need to eat something. You sleep 3 hours a night. You can't live on a diet of fast food burgers. You got to have something more healthy. So that's what I think happened to him. I think he's got sick from eating fast food burgers. And that'll bring us to the manga spotlight. So this week, the Shonen Jump app is putting some free chapters that cover the season 3 story arc. This is the first interaction with
Mad Dog 2020 Marco wants to cancel Sam's anime segment.
Well, I hope not. I'm having a great time doing this segment, but this first interaction with Awakened Garo versus Saitama, basically what happens is Garo and Saitama end up eating at the same restaurant, and Garo is broke. He doesn't have any money because he's on the lam, and Saitama forgets to bring his wallet, and Garo dines and dashes, and Saitama is trying to think how he's going to get out of paying the bill, and so he hears that there's a dine and dasher, and he's like, "Wait, I'm a hero. I can go stop him." And so he runs out after him because of the dine and dash, not because he knows that he's the villain. And so he runs out after him, and he's like, "Hey, you shouldn't dine and dash." He's like, "But I did, so I guess it's okay." And then Garo's like, "Are you a hero or something?" And Saitama's like, "Yeah, but I'm just gonna let you off with a warning." And the whole thing is that he hunts heroes and he beats him up, beats him to a bloody pulp. And so he grabs Saitama and he's like, "Hey, I'm going to kill you." And then Saitama just punches him. And he's like, "Sorry, I dine and dash too, so I can't be seen with you." He's like, "I got to run." It's so funny. Cracks me up. But like even the still frame has more movement in it than the trailer for season 3. So, this is a part that just freaking kills me. Like, I'm hoping season 3 is good, but the trailer does not give me a lot of hope. All right, so then we got some high fidelity news. This is Fidel's birth. This is his first assignment. The USS Lena Sutcliffe Higbee, which has a San Diego, which is moored in San Diego right now. But our boy Fidel is just about ready to graduate from Chicago and get transferred to this ship in San Diego. So for everybody out there who's wondering what's going on with Fidel, he's probably not going to last real long with his Chicago girlfriend because he's getting transferred to San Diego. But this is going to be his new girlfriend, is this ship.
Is she getting transferred with him? Do you know?
She's not in the Navy. She is a civilian.
Oh.
He clarified she's not a barracks bunny. She is a civvy, and he met her at a bar. They shared a couple drinks, and then she bought him dinner.
Aw. And love was born, huh?
Yeah, it's like, oh, man, no one's ever been inside.
Hungry eyes. He went full Top Gun on her, didn't he? He did the "You'll never close your eyes."
I don't know if he sang to her.
I think it's Fidel. I absolutely think he did.
He certainly could have, but
he serenaded her.
He would do something in Spanish, and he'd be like
Spanish.
My son, he's half Mexican and half Cuban.
He sang her some Selena.
My son was like, have you ever noticed that when Fidel speaks Spanish, like he overdoes the Spanish accent? I was like, it's so funny. Yeah, he does do that. He's like, oh, we were just going to get some tacos mexicanos. And I was like, yeah, Fidel, we know he speaks Spanish. Like, you don't have to.
Cosmic says, young love. He can get a new chick at every port.
That's Cartman.
He's fucking lying to us.
That's great. All right, then.
You want a Swift? I'll give you a Swiftie update. Apparently, according to the internet, her song "Wood" off her new album is about Travis Kelce's unit. So there you go. There's a Swiftie update for you.
She wrote a song about his dong.
That's what people are saying. Yeah.
So stupid. Okay. Is it like the blowjob song by Nickelback?
I don't know if it's quite like that, but like there's a lot of references to the male genitalia in that song, that's for sure. It's called Wood, WOOD.
Neat. I wonder, I'm almost tempted to throw that one up for October, but it doesn't fit the theme. We might have to explore it. All right, well, I've got one highlight. It's kind of a long one. It's a picture highlight. This is all just basically one game. it's me getting caught, so now I'm out. There's old Mitch in the way.
Who's the guy in the floral shirt?
That's Mitch.
Oh,
My buddy Mitch. He was one of the Italy boys, but this is the part that I think is freaking awesome. Watch this guy jump. This guy's name is Jesse Haven. He's got a Dutch name. Looks like he's Asian or something, but freaking jumps and throws in midair. And then, like, as I was looking for the highlight, Mitch is standing right in the middle of the screen. So I had to work around Mitch. And I put at the end of it, move, Mitch, get out the way. Move, Mitch, get out the way. That's why it says move, Mitch. So you don't think move, bitch. Move, Mitch. But that's it for dodgeball highlights. That guy freaking jumped like crazy. Mid-air throw. I strive to have that level of athleticism, but I don't think I can bend like that anymore. All right, I'll throw it back to you.
all right. Good work on the dodgeball.
Oh, that was our 5th anniversary, by the way. That was our 5th anniversary celebration. We've been around for 5 years. I can't believe it. I've been at my job for 5 years, been in my house for 5 years, and had dodgeball for 5 years. All the good things that happened to me started 5 years ago. Besides the family, of course.
Yeah. So one of her lyrics is, "Forgive me, it sounds cocky. He amatized me and opened my eyes. Redwood tree, it ain't hard to see. His love was the key that opened my thighs."
What?
Sounds like it's got like the rhythm of a limerick, you know? There once was a man from Nantucket.
When I see him, girl, let me tell you, I don't need to catch a bouquet to know a hard rock is on the way.
20 years, Cosmic. I've been married 20 years.
So there you go. There,
You got
there
any
you
more? Any more?
go. No, I mean, that's the best line in the song. But yeah. So people are saying that it's about his unit.
I mean, it pretty clearly.
Oh, here you go. And baby, I'll admit, I've been a little superstitious. The curse on me was broken by your magic wand.
That's great.
Seems to be that you and me, we make our own luck. New heights, which is the name of his podcast. New heights of manhood. Manhood. I ain't got a knock on wood.
It's like, who are you trying to convince? Who are you trying to convince that he has a big schlong? Like how many times do you have to say it? You had to write a whole song about how big.
All that bitching, wishing on a falling star, never did me any good. I ain't got a knock on wood. It's you and me forever dancing in the dark. All over me. It's understood. I ain't got a knock on wood.
So dumb. Like it's one of those things where if you have to talk about it, like then it's the opposite is true.
That's deep. Fucking love me some Swifty. There you go. Song about Travis Kelce's Johnson.
Travis Kelce. Travis is wood.
All right.
Travis
now that we've
is wood.
did Sam should sing it.
Oh, it's coming. It's coming, Tyson.
Now we're gonna go to mega character matchup. And we learned last week we got Captain Britain versus Ichigo.
This is not going to be a good matchup, I don't think. All right, let me zoom in.
Take it away, Sam.
Captain Britain. What a guy. He's got a 75 out of 100 intelligence. He's a strategic thinker with scientific training. His strength is 95 out of 100. He can lift over 90 tons when fully empowered by the Amulet of Right. His speed is 70 out of 100. He can fly at supersonic speeds and react quickly in combat. His durability is 90 out of 100. He's highly resistant to damage, protected by mystical energy. He has 85 out of 100 power, wields magical and dimensional energy linked to Otherworld. Boy, this is sounding a lot like Ichigo Kurosaki. This might be a really good matchup. His combat's 80 out of 100. He's a skilled fighter trained by MI13 and in mystical arts. His signature abilities include Amulet of Right and Sword of Might, sources of his powers tied to British mythos. It's kind of like King Arthur legend, right? He's got dimensional awareness. He can sense and travel between realities. He can fire blasts of mystical force. He has a versatile aerial combat skills, and he is resistant to reality manipulation and psychic intrusion. Ichigo, on the other hand, is 75 out of 100 for intelligence, 100 out of 100 for strength, 100 out of 100 for speed. His durability is 55 out of 100. He can take heavy damage, but certainly not invulnerable. His power is 75 out of 100, which includes Getsuga Tensho, Holification, and Quincy abilities. And his combat's 90 out of 100. He's an expert swordsman and hand-to-hand fighter. And just to review his signature abilities, he's got Energy Slash from his Zanpakuto called Getsuga Tensho. His Bankai Tensa Zangetsu gives him massive speed and power amplification. He also has Holification, which boosts offense and grants regenerative abilities. And he has Quincy powers, which allows him to manipulate spiritual energy, including Blut of Vene. He also has Antithesis, which briefly allows him to reverse damage. All right, let's check out the scenario. Here we are in the Starlight Citadel, nexus of multiversal balance. The omniversal matrix is destabilizing, and both warriors arrive. Ichigo to protect the Soul Society's tether, and Captain Britain to defend the fabric of reality itself. Final form Ichigo and Cosmic Captain Britain. Just so you know, we're dealing with the biggest and best versions of both of these characters. Ichigo blitzes in with a Getsuga Jujisho, slicing through space itself. Captain Britain counters with a dimensional cleave, splitting the battlefield into mirrored realms. Ichigo activates Mugetsu, unleashing a black sun of spiritual destruction. They're going right for the home run hitters right off the bat. Captain Britain absorbs the blast with the Sword of Might, then channels the Omniversal Matrix, rewriting the battlefield's laws. The winner, though it is close, is Captain Britain, because in his cosmic form, Britain becomes a reality-anchored entity immune to most spiritual and dimensional attacks, which is basically Ichigo's bread and butter. His Sword of Might can counter Mugetsu and even rewrite Ichigo's energy flow. Ichigo wins in raw speed and spiritual pressure, but Britain's multiversal authority and dimensional control give him the edge in prolonged and structural combat. So, these guys actually were a really close matchup.
Damn it, Sticks. Can Sam talk for 1 second already? Jeez, nobody can get a word in edgewise, bro.
Yeah. Good old Sticks. Yep,
That's
yep,
the thing.
yep.
It's like the Sticks' internet is so powerful. The minute he talks, it's like we can't understand it.
So your winner, Captain Britain.
All right, let's find out who Captain Britain's going to face next week. You all thought Ichigo was going to win.
I thought it was a shoo-in for sure. King Arthur.
Catwoman.
Catwoman.
We'll tune in next week and find out who wins between Captain Britain and Catwoman. And that's going to lead us right into best and worst covers of the week. As I'm going to dub next week, a wallet breaker, because there are a lot of new books, a lot of number ones, and a lot of fire covers. You have DCKO starting next week on Wednesday, which has a lot of fire covers, just a lot to work with out there. But we're going to start off with our worst covers of the week. We're going to start with the Superman, the Kryptonian Spectrum, Martin Marazzo cover here on book 3. I just not a big fan. I like Martin Moraz's art a lot of times, but sometimes it just doesn't work for me. And this is one of those times where it just does not work for me.
The
Don't
Superman looks like Edward Scissorhands.
Yes, he does. And he just like looks so depressed. My home world exploded into a gazillion pieces. And you got Shazam over there. Well, I'm a foster child. I've had a bajillion homes, and he's all happy about it. Just not feeling it. But like I said, it was a tough week for worst covers because there's not a lot of bad covers next week or this week coming Wednesday.
Play date of the Titan.
Here's one that I don't like: The Amazing Spider-Man Torn. Why are we doing 70th anniversary special edition covers for the Muppets?
Don't worry, Kermit. Miss Spider Baby has you.
Because we don't need to have every property that's having an anniversary have a comic cover. The medium just doesn't make sense to have the Muppets as a Marvel variant. You know, I don't get why we're doing it. And that's why this got put on the worst covers list. Especially like, look at Kermit's fingers, man. They're a little scary.
Bro, aren't they supposed to be webbed?
Probably. He is a frog.
I don't think his hands look like that.
And they should look like his feet.
And he's supposed to have a black wire attached to one of his hands.
Just I don't get why we're doing these. Not a fan of it. So much so that we got two of it, and Greg lands on it when Spider-Man and Wolverine. Why do we have Swedish Chef on here? Why does this look fake? Why does his body not match his hands and the detail in the shirt? And when is Swedish Chef married? Who is he married to?
Well, married.
He's wearing a wedding ring.
A wedding ring.
Oh. I don't know. But that's how he is in the show. In the show, he's got a Muppet head and their actual human hand that worked as.
Yeah, but I'm like, look at that shirt, man. This looks like they took a
looks
photo
like
of somebody. Nah, it looks like they took a photo.
It is lore accurate.
And slapped his head on someone else's body.
Yeah, I would have used like butter knives or something.
I blame you too for buying the Disney ASM covers.
Disney does own Jim Henson.
Yeah.
That's fine, but we don't need like what's next? Fraggle Rock cover? Oh, didn't they already do Fraggle Rock covers? Like, I don't need Muppet variant covers. If you want to release a Muppet comic book series, cool. But do we really need 75 years of the 70 years of the Muppets on a Spider-Man and Wolverine cover? Do we really need it on Amazing Spider-Man Torn? Like, who's buying it? There's just going to be one guy who's got a pig fetish that's going to buy this cover and absolutely goon to it. Oh, Miss Piggy looks like my ex-wife, so we're going to move on. But and then we got this Harley Quinn XL Elvira #1 cover. Mark Spears foil virgin variant. You know, Mark Spears gave us the Mel Gibson Lion-O, and now we got the Cameron Diaz Harley Quinn. The Elvira spot on.
You think that's Cameron Diaz? It looks more like Emma Stone to me.
I could see Emma Stone. It looks like Cameron Diaz when I first saw it. But I mean,
I see it.
I like Mark Spears' art, but I think it's getting to be a little too much at this point. A little bit too much, having him do too many covers, and it's Dynamite. So he's got like 10 different covers that are the same image with just a different color background.
Yep.
So his computer doesn't draw people well. Yes, Zag, I agree. He's getting super saturated, oversaturated. It's too much. Bruce I know is splooging. Yeah, I know. He's glazing that donut, but he's not the only one. There's a lot of narcissists out
There's a
there
lot
that
of
are
them.
all over the Spears train, like all over. Spears is nuts.
And I'm not going to shoot him down, but I don't know if you watched
No.
his eBay Live. His eBay Live, some of these, he was only doing like one book where he was signing up for it was going for like $900, $600.
Get your
Crazy-
paper.
crazy numbers.
Like, it's not going to last forever. So get
Right.
your paper, you know, and everyone's gooning over them and everyone's jumping on board and selling these variant covers for crazy amounts of money, so much so that you already have whatnot sellers breaking street dates on blind bags that shouldn't even be in their hands right now, that don't come out for another 2 weeks.
Mhm.
You want more information on that? Go check out Kingdom of Nerds. Bruce did a whole video on it.
Yep.
Check out International Josh on Instagram. He did a whole post on it. Like, it's going to be even crazier when those blind bags hit and people start selling the blind bags and selling all the different variants. What, like 90 some variants that are in these blind bags?
Yeah, there's 90 different, which is crazy.
Matt's looking for trouble. I'm not looking for trouble. I'm just saying,
It's
like,
trouble. No, he's being honest.
there's
to be
so
honest.
many people just like gooning over Mark Spears right now, and that his books are commanding a high price. Like, you can't go around anywhere. I mean, Zaggy says, I got 8 blind bags. I bought 3. I bought 3.
Not about any yet.
That's it. I pre-ordered 3 of them, but I've heard people say I'm doing 300. I'm doing this. I do that. Like,
300.
yeah, it's insanity.
At $6 a pop. Even if you got a discount.
Matt is right. Zaggy said, I know one guy got 200 blind bags.
Was it Bruce?
Bruce?
Just get those blind bags.
Dungeon Crawler says 80 covers, but the Kickstarter ain't done. I got 20. It's insane, man. And you're going to get some of these insane variants, and they're going to go for insane amounts of money. Bruce got like 120, I think, probably. But I'm just saying, like, good on Mark Spears for getting his name out there and doing books with people and, you know, getting involved. But really, it seems like the internet or YouTube comic book community is getting really back and behind him. I know he's been on Bruce's channel. He's been on this channel. He's been on Beyond Wednesdays. He's been all over the place making his rounds, and good for him. But like Zaggy said, it's oversaturation. And I like his art a lot of times, but sometimes I don't need 10 covers that are the same image, one in foil, one in not in foil, with different color backgrounds.
Well,
That's kind of why I just
the
did this one
publisher.
on
I
this,
mean,
because
that's all
you know,
Dynamite, though.
yeah, but I don't need
That's their
Cameron
MO,
Diaz, Harley Quinn.
which I don't get now because aren't they limited on what they can do for variants with Penguin?
I got a huge discount, so
I don't know.
that I'm not sure. I know that the discounts on the book, I think if you bought them for like, I can't remember what Bruce talks about in his video. Like, if you bought them direct, like, yeah, it was. I think they're like $3.99 a piece, $4 a piece, something like that.
There was one retail, and I don't remember the name of this retailer, but it doesn't matter. They were offering, if you bought like 1,000 of these Mark Spears blind bags, you get like a slab of some kind. Or if you bought 2,000, you get like a Spider-Man 198, whatever. Or if you bought 3,000, you get a 129 and like a 75 or something like whatever it might have been.
100% Cosmic. 100%. And I'm not taking anything away from him or his fans. His book, Monsters from Keen Spot, is a monster itself. And it's really putting Keen Spot on the map. But the oversaturation comes in when he's doing DC covers now, like every week. He's got different like trading card cover for DC. He's doing just like I said, 10 different covers for Dynamite, not on top of the millions of covers that he's doing for his own book. There's his most recent issue of Monsters that came out last week has the same cover image as a previous Monsters book that is just recolored orange. It's the Witchy the Witch on the broom. It's the same image, it's just colored differently. And he's selling, and it's being sold twice. Like,
Yeah.
I like seeing his art. I like seeing what he's doing in his original stuff, but he is getting oversaturated. Like Zaggy said, in my opinion, like at some point he's going to burn himself out. Like his fans are behind him. That's awesome, man. Like I said, get your paper till you can't get it anymore. But 2025 has been a great year for Mark Spears. How much more can he go before he burns himself out? Dude, he's got to spend like he must be like the dude from One Piece and only sleep 3 hours a day, because he's not only is he doing internals and for his own book, but you're doing all these variant covers. It's got to get tiring, man. But Dungeon says, I get 50% off everything, so I order more than I would. Cool. I think he had a lot of those covers done for years. I'm sure he did. And it looks like half a finished video game cut to me. Yeah. But like I said, I like the Elvira looks awesome. It's just the Cameron Diaz Harley Quinn to me. And like I said, he's got more hits than he does misses. And every time once you stand up to the plate, you strike out. But you know, he's, in my opinion, he struck out with the Mel Gibson Lion-O, and he's striking out here again with the Cameron Diaz Harley Quinn cosplayer. Spears has contacted Pete, and this will be Matt's final appearance on Renovision. I'm okay with that, BK. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I'd be okay with that. You know,
Jeez, Matt.
I don't care. But just to throw it out there, I've been told I can speak my mind and I don't have to sugarcoat things just because Spears is on shows on this channel. So that's where I'm at. I love his art, but I agree he's getting oversaturated, and Dynamite isn't helping by 10 covers, just recoloring the background. But good on him for getting out there and getting his money. Good on him, people, his fans that are helping him make that money. Good on other shows that are promoting his shit and helping him along the way. Get money while there's money to get. But I'm just saying, don't be surprised when he burns out and he's, you know, you're wondering, hey, whatever happened to that Mark Spears guy? Hope it doesn't happen, but just saying, like, how crazy is that dude's work schedule? Right? A lot of people are afraid to critique his work for some reason. Nobody's above being critiqued, man. That's all it is. And his art, and there's a lot of times his art doesn't work. Like the way his art is, the style just doesn't work. But again, the Elvira, it looks really good. This is like one of those books where if you look at this Harley Quinn Elvira and you look at like the New York Comic Con exclusives, the New York Comic Con exclusives are way better than this book. And that's just my personal opinion. I don't know. I put the list together, so there it is. But nobody's above critique. But I like I said, I like a lot of his stuff. Just there's these certain times, and the Cameron Diaz Harley Quinn is one of them for me. But all right, enough of that. Moving on to our best covers of the week. We got this Batman and Robin 26, Julian March cardstock cover. I got a really good looking Robin. Really good detailed Robin. We don't get enough Robin-esque covers. Really good. I feel like I critique Julian March's covers a lot too, but I really, really like this Robin. Next up, we got this cover B, Stanley Art Germ Lou variant on Batman, Absolute Batman 13, which is at Absolute Harley Quinn's first appearance. And of course, you're getting the Absolute Catwoman in costume as well, with her Mysterio-esque mirror ball helmet there.
Yeah.
Wow. That's like she's up all night to get she's up all night
To get lucky.
to get lucky.
Up all night to get lucky.
I'm up all night to get lucky.
There are a lot of good Absolute Catwoman covers as well. You are correct, Dungeon Crawler. But just something about the Stanley, the art germ. Digging it. Up next, we got this cover B, Ben Oliver face-off variant for DCKO #1.
He's got some little suns on his knuckles. Instead of
Yeah.
brass knuckles, he's got
Yeah, he's supposed to have solar brass knuckles. This is probably my book of the week next week. I'm looking forward to DCKO. I hope it delivers. Sitting in the DCKO panel at San Diego Comic-Con got me ecstatic for this series, for this event. I hope that it is just as good as I think it is. I hope it delivers on all aspects and we get some really brutal fights and it's going to answer the age-old question, who would win in a fight against these two characters. I'm super here for it. Beautiful cover. So down. I got 3 character to 50 so far. Dude, get off Borderlands. I'm so hooked, Dungeon. I don't even want to say the hours now. Fucking nerd.
It's a pretty bold statement there, Matt.
I know. I'm just giving Ed shit.
The Absolute Geek podcast.
I know.
tells a bunch of people they're nerds.
Fucking nerd. He does all this talk about how he goes and gets his pee-pee played with by his wife during our show. How can you have that happen if you have more than 30 hours into a video game there, Dungeon Crawler, or not Dungeon Crawler, Ed? So you don't even want to tell us. You don't even want to tell us your hours, because then that means you're a liar, and we know you're not getting your pee-pee touched as much as you like to try and tell Sam you are.
I don't need to be dragged into pee-pee touches, okay?
This will be like Tyson and Paul. I won't be fooled again. Up next, we have this cover C, Nimit Malevina variant on Superman the Kryptonian Spectrum #3. Like, I feel bad every time I say that title. It feels like a new form of autism.
What's the title of the book again?
Kryptonian Spectrum.
Kryptonian Spectrum.
Yeah. It's like super autism.
Kryptonians
It's
on
like
the spectrum.
all
Kryptonian
the different forms of autism have combined to just make Kryptonian the
Kryptonian Tylenol
spectrum.
spectrum variant.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's the autism you get when you just chug a bottle of liquid Tylenol.
And your liver doesn't fail.
Yeah.
If you can survive the liver failure, you'll have
Nice save,
ultimate
Ed.
Kryptonian.
Nice save. Dungeon Crawler makes me look like a rookie in this game, apparently. Nice save, Ed.
You come too far to give up.
Then we got this Stanley Art Germ Lug, 2 good Stanley Art Germ covers this week on Supergirl #6. Love that somebody took crypto back to being a lab. Dungeon Crawler said, I got 363 hours, I think, but I have no life. That's not true. Your life is a video game, and that's okay. Beautiful Supergirl cover there, though. Then we got this cover D, Scott Galwinski variant on Green Lantern. Just something with and I know if Kyle was here, I'd be getting shit for it, but the pink background just really pops that green. It does. It pops that green on the Green Lantern. You guys see the meme of RFK telling his mistress he can't wear a condom because it may cause autism? No, I didn't.
I'm not wearing a condom. It may cause autism.
Gaming is a life. Don't cut yourself short. Think of the money you're saving. You're staying at home. What system are you guys playing on? Are you playing on PC, PS5, or Xbox? All it needs is a pink signature. Nah, the pink signature would clash with the background. Unless you do it on like the green somewhere.
Yeah, purple.
Because I'll tell you, since we're talking about video games, Ed PC, good man. I'm a little PO'd at Xbox. Cosmic PS5 for Dungeon Crawler. All right, nice. I have PS5, Xbox, and PC, but I'm a little PO'd at the raising of the prices for the Game Pass for Xbox. Greedy bastards. Let me get this Laura Kenny Sabretooth number 1 in 50. Pablo Villalobos Virgin variant. Beautiful Villalobos. I think people are going to go crazy for this 1 in 50. Not really sure why she's becoming Sabretooth, but because she can't have her own, X23 was too easy. You got to have her be Wolverine, and now she's got to be Sabretooth. You canceled your Xbox and switched for a Switch 2 and traded for a Switch 2? Nice. I have all three too. I'm a spoiled. Yeah, I have a Switch. I don't play it, so it hasn't justified me buying the Switch 2. Although I have played it more recently just to play Tetris because I have the Switch store and I've got the old Nintendo game, so I've been playing a lot of Tetris on it. What's up?
Challenge you in Tetris. Someone else didn't never take up my challenge.
Oh, I'll take up your challenge. I suck at Tetris. Okay, that Laura Kinney. Donkey Kong's amazing. Nice. But yeah, I love the Villalobos Sabretooth there. Then I feel like Marvel's telling us something as we're getting a binary number 1 this week. We got this 1 in 50 Yvonne Talavera Virgin variant for binary number 1. Kind of looks like binary with the Phoenix Force. Really nice cover there.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, lots of good covers. Your wallet's going to be screaming. So good. Here, sorry, Ed, I'll take the comments off. I can't see the comics. The chats are rolling it over. The show really gives off douche pills. Here you go. I'll run them back for you, Ed, so you can enjoy them. We'll start right here. There you go. Supergirl. Green Lantern. Laura Kinney Sabretooth number 1. And that's right to the Yvonne Talavera binary number 1 cover. And then we got this Marvel Black, White, and Blood and Guts Derek Chu Blade variant. You don't see a lot of cool Blade variants, so that's kind of why I threw that in here. He's just surrounded by vampires, just hacking away. Good Blade variant. Don't say I never look out for you, Ed. Just voice your concerns. We'll get it taken care of. Just send your concerns to Sam's customer service complaint line, and we'll get it taken care of.
And we'll have Styx attorney at Life Law handle any legal complaints.
Right.
Then we got this Something's Killing the Children. A monster hunter walks into a bar, number 1, cover F, 1 in 25, Puppeteer Lee Virgin variant. Puppeteer Lee has been absolutely killing it with variants, as well as Godtail. Really nice Something's Killing the Children cover there. And that's it for best and worst covers of the week. Now we roll on into first appearances this week. We had a couple. Absolute Evil, talked about it a little bit before. We got 3 first appearances in Absolute Evil. We got our appearance of Absolute Green Lantern, which that was kind of spoiled for us at San Diego Comic-Con. But we also got our introduction of Absolute Hawkman, who seems to be just an absolute powerhouse. And then, of course, we got the Absolute Lex Luthor here, looking a little bit like Andrew Sorrentino in his own right.
It looks like me.
It does look like Sam. I'll give you Sam, too. Yeah, perfect Sam. But there's that. You got Lex Luthor right here. There's your Absolute Oliver Queen, Green Arrow. And then you also got Absolute Hawkman right there, who subsequently has killed Absolute Green Arrow. So you get his introduction and his death all within like 5 pages. So pretty badass. Good story too. I kind of like what they're doing with the Absolute Universe and how their Justice League seems to be. It very much feels like the heroes of the story are the villains and the villains are the heroes, kind of like what Marvel did a few years ago. Because they're forming their own Justice League and it's all villains. The Just Us League. Then we got Amazing Spider-Man number 13. We got the first appearance of the Wretched, of Symbi and Nile. And here's Wretched right here. Looks like she might be part Skrull. Then you got Nile here. And then Symbi is like this little symbiote dog type thing. It's the new baby Groot. Watch out now.
It'll have its own series next week.
Probably. Just like Jeff the Shark, Jeff the Land Shark.
Just like Justice Shark. Yep.
And then you got Venom 250 that shows us that Null is still alive. And you got a nice little interaction between him and Hela. But you got the first appearance of the Cult of the Void, and I didn't include the Cult of the Void in here because the Cult of the Void is just a bunch of Venom symbiotes. So just a bunch of different symbiotes. So I was like, we don't need to see all that. There's also, if you're a Kevin Smith fan or a Jay and Silent Bob fan, Marvel is sneaking Jay and Silent Bob cameos in these books. So there is a Jay and Silent Bob cameo in the panels of this book. That's it for first appearances this week. Go right into my comic book picks of the week. And my first one is this Batman number 2, the Matt Fraction Batman. It's interesting that the last Batman hasn't even finished the Hush 2 storyline, but we're already into the relaunch with the Batman here in Matt Fraction's Batman. This is an interesting issue. It picks up where the first issue left off, which comics normally do. You see Robin, Tim Drake Robin confronting some thugs as he's learning to drive, parts where he's learning to drive the Batmobile as well. You get a little bit of father-son moments there, even though Damian's there, mentor-mentee. You see Robin get shot. You see how corrupt the Gotham PD is under the new DA. You get to see Batman get his shit worked. It's a really good read. Matt has never seen a $100 bill in his life. How can he afford these books, Marco? I know, right? It's a twisted world I weave. I've never seen I didn't see a $100 bill until 2 weeks ago when Marco showed up unexpectedly after BK told the whole world that he got banned from Baltimore Comic-Con. Then we got Huck, Big World number 5. I love this book. I love Mark Millar's stuff on Huck. If you're reading this is a really good read. Basically, Huck is a superhero who has the ability to sense other heroes, and he's got this innate want to help people. So he helps people track other people and other heroes. And in this book, this government agency that has come together strictly to take out the heroes that are being made by this so-called witch that they call the witch hunters, start killing everybody but Huck. And Huck has this girlfriend who's pregnant, and we find out that it seems like her pregnant baby seems to have powers as well. But if you're not reading Huck, it's kind of like Forrest Gump with superpowers a little bit. Super good read. Then, of course, Absolute Evil. We already talked about it. We got several first appearances. We got a lot of good information. We learned a lot about the Absolute Joker in this and kind of how he's the opposite of his comic book counterpart that we know. I would say if you're into the Absolute Universe stuff, definitely check out Absolute Evil. That's it. That's going to take us right to Sam singing, and Sam said to me, I can't sing this week, so it's got to be rap. And I said, well, why don't you do Michael Jackson's Thriller? And he's like, oh, that's not exactly rap, but I think he gave us two really good options. What do you got for us this week, Sam?
Well, October's theme is 80s October. I lost my voice this week, and it's just barely starting to come back, as you guys have been able to tell. So I'm going to keep it spoken word and not do the highs and the lows. So that way we at least have a chance of Ed sticking around for this one. So we're going to do Run DMC, It's Tricky. And then we're going to do Young MC, Bust a Move.
That's it. Oh, we know you can't sing.
All right, here we go. The speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock a rhyme that's right on time. It's tricky is the title. Here we go. It's tricky to rock a rhyme that's right on time. It's tricky. It's tricky, 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 tricky. It's tricky to rock a rhyme that's right on time. It's tricky. Tricky. I met this little girlie. Her hair was kind of curly. Went to her house to bust her out. I had to leave real early. These girls are all real sleazy. All they just say is please me or spend some time to rock a rhyme. I said it's not that easy. It's tricky to rock a rhyme that's right on time. It's tricky. It's tricky, 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 tricky. It's tricky to rock a rhyme that's right on time. It's tricky. It's tricky, 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 tricky. In New York, the people talk and try to make us rhyme. They're really hot, but we just walk because we don't have no time. And in the city, it's a pity because we just can't hide. Tinted windows don't mean nothing. They know who's inside. Can you scroll down? No, we'll go to the next verse. Keep going. We'll just go to the next verse, verse 3. When I wake up, people take up mostly all of my time. I'm not singing, phone keep ringing because I make up a rhyme. I'm not bragging, people nagging because they think I'm a star. Always tearing what I'm wearing. I think they're going too far. A girl named Carol follows Daryl every gig we play. Then de-dissed her and dismissed her, and now she's jocking Jay. I ain't lying, girls be crying because I'm on TV. They even bother my poor father because he's down with me. It's tricky to rock a rum, it's tricky. All right. All right, now here we got Bust the Move. Bust it. This here's a jam for all the fellas trying to do what the ladies tell us. Get shot down because you're overzealous. Play hard to get, females get jealous. Okay, smarty, go to a party. Girls are scantily clad and show a body. A chick walks by, you wish you could sex her, but you're standing on a wall like you was Poindexter. Next day's function, high-class luncheon. Food is served and you're stone cold munching. Music comes on, people start to dance, but then you ate so much you nearly split your pants. A girl starts walking, guys start gawking, sits down next to you and starts talking. Says she wants to dance because she likes to groove. Come on, fatso, just bust the move. Just bust the move. You're on a mission and you're wishing someone could cure your lonely condition. Looking for love in all the wrong places. No fine girls, just ugly faces. From frustration, first inclination is to become a monk and leave the situation. But every dark tunnel is a light of hope. So don't hang yourself with the celibate rope. New movie showing, so you're going. Couldn't care less about the 5 you're blowing. Theater gets dark just to start the show. Then you spot a fine woman sitting in your row. She's dressed in yellow. She says hello. Come sitting next to me, you fine fellow. You run over there without a second to lose. What comes next? Hey, bust the move. You want it. You got it. You want it, baby. You just bust the move. In the city, ladies look pretty. Guys tell jokes so they can seem witty. Tell a funny joke just to get some play. Then you try to make a move and she says, no way. Girls are faking, goodness saking. They want a man who brings home the bacon. Got no money, you got no car. Then you got no woman, and there you are. Some girls are sadistic, materialistic, looking for a man that makes them opportunistic. They're lying on the beach perpetrating a tan so that a brother with money can be their man. So on the beach, you're strolling, real high rolling. Everything you have is yours and not stolen. Girl runs up and something to prove. Don't just stand there, bust the move. You got it. Just bust the move. There you go. We got more.
Hey, good job, Sam. You want to do the fourth first, or are you good?
We're good.
Okay, just making sure. Don't want you to feel left out. All right, that takes us into the Get Off My Totally Cool Qualified Saturday Dark Side Lawn, or as we so like to refer to it, the Who Said It game. And leading the charge tonight in the Who Said It game, who said Marco thrives on my tears because they love to see the downfall of the greatest fucking human being that's ever lived.
Marco,
no, this wasn't BK.
What's that?
I said, no, this wasn't BK.
That was going to be my guess. Marco thrives on my tears. Gosh, who has a really strong opinion on Marco?
Or who's got that arrogance of themselves?
I'm going to say Dom.
You think it was Dom?
Yeah, I'm going to say Dom.
Sticks, I know you're clamoring to give your 2 cents. We haven't
was
been able
Sticks.
to keep you quiet all night.
It was not me.
I'm not saying it was you. I'm asking who you think it was.
I'm gonna say it was. I'll say it was Pete. I'll say Pete.
Zaggy says Bruce.
Pete like the
Ross says Dub. Dungeon thinks it was me. You think it was Pete?
Yeah.
All right. Who said Marco thrives on my tears because they love to see the downfall of the greatest fucking human being that ever lived?
One of those things will happen.
Go. What? Say them again. What were the 3 things?
Yeah, I know Marco thrives on my tears, man, because they love to see the downfall of the greatest fucking human being that ever lived.
I didn't know. I'm just asking you
Yeah.
once again, dude. Your wife's got me cracking up over here.
Go over the
That's,
3 things again.
hey,
Dom.
that's how you know she loves you. Because
All right, we're giving
I
you the
know, I
4.
know. Listen, so Vader showing up in the Maul series, which we get the Vader and a Maul confrontation in the Maul series because it was hinted at in Rebels. That could be the pot.
It was Dom. It was Dom. Who said just because you want to get glazed by Sam?
Had to be on this show then, right? I'm not on any of the other shows.
Are we sure you're the Sam? Vinny, how much did he pay you for that comment?
Vinny the Rod.
Vinny the Pickle. Who said just because you want to get glazed by Sam?
Gosh, it has to
Ross
be.
says Marco.
Who even says glazed? Who says glazed and in what context? I'm gonna say
Benjamin says Marco. You said it
could
was you.
have been Marco. He came in like a wrecking ball a couple weeks ago. Yeah, let's say Marco.
I'll say Bruce.
Marco.
I'll say Bruce.
BK says Marco. Sticks is gonna go with Bruce. All right. Who said just because you want to get glazed by Sam?
Hey, don't blame him. Blame Filoni. Filoni's the one with all the fucking shit.
I don't believe
Nobody's
it.
blaming. Hey, nobody. Just because you want to get glazed by Sam doesn't mean anybody's blaming him for it. I'm saying it's a good move. He's keeping his name in there by just making shit up. He should do that because good for him.
How do you
Who
know he's making
cares?
shit up, man?
This isn't
Come on.
because you
Dom.
It was Marco. Not talking about the resident Sam, but talking
Oh,
about
there's another Sam out there.
I threw that in there as a just a, you know,
That was a red herring.
it was. Who said I'm glad that Pete will finally have comic books that fit his tiny hands?
Oh man.
Who said I'm glad Pete will finally have comic books that's tiny enough for his hands?
Oh my gosh.
BK said, look at this blouse wearing blowhard.
Hey, he's like Beetlejuice. You can't say his name too many times or he shows
Yeah,
up.
he might show up. Yeah. It looks like he's he looks like he's ready to sell you a Rolex that fell off the back of a truck.
No,
I got a good deal on it. I got a good deal.
Sarah said Pete in his leprechaun hands.
I'm gonna say this is a little bit spicy. I'm gonna say Jedi.
Jedi, huh?
A little bit spicy for Jedi, but I think it was him.
I'll go with Joe.
Joe? Who said, I'm glad Pete will finally have comic books that fit, that's tiny enough for his hands. BK says Marco.
BK has said Marco 3 times in a row.
I know. Bruce has to be about the MOTU comics.
Master of the Universe.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, has to be about the Master of the Universe. Got it. Sorry. Reading it on the tiny little chat screen because I'm not looking at it. All right. Who said I'm glad Pete will finally have comic books that's tiny enough for his hands?
Design costume. Marco left, but I would have asked him, but I don't. Yeah. So, but this Daredevil, this Black Widow, and Silver Surfer, I think Pete will be excited about the Silver Surfer. I like that old school Black Widow look.
Well, you know, I'm glad that Pete will finally have comic books that's tiny enough for his hands. So that's a good thing for Pete.
Oh, I know he does. He did like those tiny comics from
He really
Mad Egg.
does
Yeah,
like those
he was a
tiny
fan.
books.
It was Bruce. It was Brucifer. Who said I'd rather hold my own shit in my hand than have to watch that movie again?
What?
Sticks says that.
Sticks should know this one.
It was Sticks.
If it was me, I think I would know it.
It has. Let's say Joe. Let's go, Joe.
Joe?
The
Who
toe
said
guy.
I'd rather hold my own shit in my hand
Kevin says the toe guy.
than have to watch the movie again?
Okay.
Joe. You know what this is about now,
Okay.
Sticks? This is in reference to the new War of the Worlds with Ice Cube.
Yes. Yeah.
that
That's got to be Joe. You're right.
show
It's
was
gotta be Joe.
so bad.
Well, I'm not gonna say it again.
It was basically a movie filmed on StreamYard.
Yes.
And Ice Cube didn't get the script. And Ice Cube didn't get the script. He's just basically going, what's going on? What is happening?
Who said I'd rather hold my own shit in my hand than to have to watch that movie again?
This week that was saying that that was a great movie. Who was it?
Oh, it was Dungeon.
I guess
What's his name?
I'd rather hold my own shit in my hands.
Well, let's
than have to watch
let's get
that movie
to
again.
since we're under 2 hours. Let's find out why Sticks didn't hate it. That movie was awful. It was terrible, Sticks. How could you not? How could you find anything? I actually tried to find something redeeming about
There's
it because
no redemption to that
Joe
movie.
said it sucked so bad. I was like, there's got to be some.
See the toe guy. Nailed the dungeon.
I love him calling him the toe guy. It's so funny.
Who said Batman and Robin return to the big screen and you walk next door to see Turtles? You get yourself a little cream pie in between.
Matt. And not that kind of cream pie. They had turtle cream pies.
Yeah.
Vanilla
Who said
custard.
Batman and Batman Returns on the big screen? You walk next door and see Turtles. You get yourself a little cream pie in between.
It could have been Kyle because that was the episode we were talking about. Those little cream pies Kyle was on. I'm going to say Matt.
All right.
Yeah, it's Turtles reference might be Matt.
Who said it?
And Batman Returns are returning to theaters for one-night engagement later this month, exclusively at Dolby Cinema's locations. So your AMCs. The remastered version of the movie will play at over 160 Dolby Cinemas at AMC theaters locations across North America. This marks the first time both films will be presented in Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos.
I don't know if I can do the theater twice in a week.
I don't know, man. Batman and Batman Returns on the big screen, and then you walk next door and you see turtles. You get yourself a little cream pie in between.
It was me.
Yeah. Nailed it.
Who said you're blaming the internet for something you have complete control of?
Sticks. This seems like a Sticks or a Pete. It's like very tame. These are very tame things to say.
Thinking it might be me.
I'm gonna say.
Sounds like something I. Sounds like something.
The problem is, Sticks only says about that many words in the show, so it's like,
Right?
Is he gonna put all those together before his internet crashes? I don't know. Yeah, it's Sticks. It's
Sticks has
100%
built a
Sticks.
YouTube career in quiet contemplation.
Come on the show and watch Sticks think about things.
Come watch Sticks contemplate life as it happens.
Come watch Sticks as he chaperones our stream. Hey, settle down. Settle down, you two. Sticks is just here to make sure it doesn't get out of hand.
Sticks' Saturday night is so boring, he has nothing better to do than just be on an internet show and not say a word. A philosopher at heart.
Sticks, the philosopher king.
Sticks, my silence speaks 1,000 words.
Silence says more than words ever could.
I don't know how you do an entire Doctor Who show with, like, it must just be a lot of sitting and staring.
It's just him being very contemplative.
Yeah. He just gives you different looks to show you his pure displeasure.
He mimes the whole thing.
Sticks must be like Black Bolt. If he whispers a word, your whole head just erupts. Who said you're blaming the internet for something you have complete control of?
Are you gonna tell us?
I was going to see if you're going to.
I said Sticks.
You're going to Sticks. I was going to give the chat a little bit of time, but all right. Who said it?
Let me put it that way.
It's not like you're blaming the internet for something you had complete control of, and you're blaming somebody else for that spoiler.
No, I'm not
That
blaming
was
anything.
your
I'm telling
own
you,
doing.
I'm asking a question. I didn't say anything. I said, what happens now that the spoilers are coming out on a Tuesday instead of a Thursday?
What do you mean what happens? Nothing.
Exactly.
I don't know how to do that for Deadly Venom. I don't go on YouTube enough to even worry about where that is. Did you see how I...
It was Double O.
Tyson, since the family-friendly change, I have to write down these types of quotes. Snap. I'm glad that didn't apply to us.
I don't think we cared even if it did. Who said I can't goon without an audience?
Speaking of family-friendly.
Right.
Oh my God, the timing couldn't be better. Sticks.
Whoa.
Sticks either doesn't say anything at all, or he just talks about gooning.
Saturday night, time for that circle goon to go on.
Sarah says it's Bruce.
Oh man, I'm still holding out for a Sticks quote. Sticks, I have faith that at least on Friday nights you say enough that we could harvest the quote
Worthwhile. I think it's Bruce.
Dropping a gem.
I think it's Bruce. I think Bruce is talking about Marco.
You think it's Bruce?
Another Bruce quote? And
Yeah,
this
I think it might be
economy?
two Bruce's. Yeah, in this economy.
Well, it ain't a Sticks quote. All right. Who said I can't goon without an audience?
I'm gooning.
John Goonin. There you go.
Oh man, he turned this whole Korn concert into his goon cave.
Marco's favorite place in the world.
A public goon cave. Sup,
That's
Sarah?
fun times.
My God.
Oh, just talking about a little public gooning. No big deal.
Well, I know we're making light of the situation, but if you're in public, please don't goon.
Goon responsibly.
Goon responsibly.
Yeah.
Isn't this what Marco does in Baltimore every year?
It is. That's what I heard.
That's why he's always trying to get everybody there. He wants to pull like those guys who are drunk with power. They invite you to their hotel room just to make you watch them goon. I can't goon without an audience.
Goon juice. It was Sam.
Oh, I was holding out hope that Sticks would have just said it.
It was Sam.
It was me. It was me pretending to be Marco, pretending to be Louis C.K.
And last but not least, who said, well, Sticks, I'm actually recovering from the concussion that are your segments.
Has to be Jedi. It's Jedi.
It's definitely Jedi.
He's a poet. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Yeah. Quoteception.
Who said, well, Sticks, I'm actually recovering from the concussion that are your segments?
He's been working hard. He's been
Actually,
working hard.
blessing.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
We lose. Well, Sticks, I'm actually recovering from the concussions that are your segments. So,
Yeah.
So I guess we were timely this week because there was an announcement this week that
I like the all the feedback Sticks has. Is, all right. It's like Sticks has got to hit that quota of just enough.
Not so fast.
Sticks' whole goal of this channel is to let's see how much effort I can put in, how little effort I can put in before they're just don't have.
He's like they're gonna have to pay me more if they want to increase my word count.
I chaperone proms for a living. I don't need this bullshit.
I'll talk more when you start paying me.
Yep. But
that's
that was Jedi. All right, now it's time for the final segment of our show. Sticks is expecting.
Sticks connections.
Time for Missed Connection. That moment of the show where everyone goes, I don't want to talk about hot chicks and dudes. I want to talk about comics. It's time for Missed Connections. All right, Sam, lead us off.
Truck driver misses his warm mouth. Atlanta. Oh, okay. Chocolate. I'm just gonna stick with the accent I'm going with. Chocolate stick misses his regular, who loved giving long, slow sessions. My regular never rushed and loved every minute. Because I'm a truck driver, my regular would love taking long rides with me. Where are you, girl? Where are you?
He murdered him.
Sticks
told her not to go anymore, and so in so few words, just a displeased head shake.
Yikes!
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed in you.
All right, Sticks. Here's your quote.
Whitezilla, Utica. Any female that wants to watch a huge one get worked on, hit me up.
I mean, this also could be him talking about dropping a huge deuce.
Yeah.
Big old grumpy.
Yep.
A huge one get worked on. It sounds like some prime gooning right here.
Sounds like Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
It does. Woodzilla. Ithaca. Buffet. Amy ladies want to be my buffet? Just lie back and let me feast. Thanks, $sign.
Cha-ching.
He wants them big girls, sweaty the better, built-in gravy.
He wants Amy ladies.
Amy ladies.
Mexican guy jogging at behind Bowie State Campus. Bowie. 24. Mexican guy. 5'9". Bowie State student. Jogs near the... Wait, this is like a headline. What the heck is this? Jogs near the Washington-Baltimore Annapolis trails and ends around Kimberwick Drive. Bowie to relax and hydrate. Come up on me and strike a conversation. Flirt and grab it. Sometimes commando. Very sweaty. And fun watching older dudes lick it clean. I also play the stupid, naive college boy, if you're into it, or any other role play.
Nice. This dude's got assists in the works for him, apparently.
It started out like a police report. 24, Mexican guy, 5'9", Bowie State. Student jogs near the Washington, Baltimore, Annapolis Trails. Cited. It's like, okay, this is a crime scene. Slow down, Sticks.
Matrix. Yeah, he's got to
take it slow. Take it slow.
Older for same. Mariana, Florida. Not real good at Huck 2. Always trying. But have a clean starfish that likes cream, Jackson County or nearby.
Huck 2.
Huck 2.
I love that clean starfish. All right. That's it. That is the Fanelia.
The Fanelia?
Fanelia moment.
The finale?
That's it. That's our show. Hope you guys had a great time. Thank you all for hanging out. Little programming announcement. There will be no SNS next week. Styx is chaperoning a prom. And Sam is he's got a prior engagement of
a football game,
college proportions. So we will not have an SNS next week. So enjoy another week off. In between break, maybe go watch some Doctor Who on Styx's channel. You know,
yeah.
Extra Doctor Who, see if he actually talks.
Yeah, this week we're watching Fires of Pompeii, David Tennant episode.
Slow down, Styx. You're giving the people too much. You got to make them work for it. But if you want, I'm sure Pete will have another show in our place, like the fill-in show or something. Instead, you can air World of the Worlds. There you go. You can watch Ice Cube's War of the Worlds on Amazon Prime Video. But with that being said, make sure to check out all the great content on the channel. You can check out the Star Wars show tomorrow night. You can check out all P Shorts throughout the week. Make sure to tune into TAC on Wednesday. Make sure to check out Styx's channel Tuesday nights for all that Doctor Who content. You can come over to my channel Thursday nights and watch Styx, Dom, and I talk about pro wrestling. You can come back here Friday, catch the CBSI Hot 10 list, which leads you right into the boys over at the Qualified for some more Stixy Games goodness. And that's apparently handing out concussions like it's the NFL. You might need a Guardian cap watching the Qualified when Styx has got a game going. And that'll
handing out concussions like Camp Scattaboo.
That's right. And then come back here normally for SNS on Saturday nights, but not next week. So I hope you guys enjoy your weekend off. And on that note, Sam, take us out with some words of wisdom.
Words of wisdom. You know, just because you've made a mistake doesn't mean you can't do better the next time. Keep trying. Don't give up.
Well said.
Either you've got me confused with somebody else, or this is a joke.